In this series of model data in Power BI, we'll be learning about creating measures using DAX. Okay, we'll see about DAX uh, as a language, as a programming language. Okay, it will be an introduction to DAX in this series. So let's get started. Next in line in introduction to creating measures using DAX, we'll see about most commonly used DAX functions which are frequently used by using DAX functions, okay, creating calculations and all, okay. How to create calculated columns and how to create measures in DAX.
There are two ways. Once we can do a calculation and add a new column into our data table as well. Okay, and either we can create, okay, a new measure. Okay, separately I will come to, we'll see that in our coming session. Okay, so first we will see calculated columns. Okay, that allows you to calculate the data by adding a new column over here. Okay, you can click on new column. So here you will see the advantage of doing a relationship, the link which I told you earlier. Okay, now for example, friends, here see, we in the sales table we don't have any sales amount, and we have our product price in product table, which is our product master. Okay, so meaning to say, here we're going to see an example of DAX calculation and using the relationship. Okay, by calling the price from the product table. Okay, so let's go back to the sales table. Here we want to create a new column where we can show our sales amount. New column, select on new column. Okay, and here what we want to calculate, what we want to create is, like, we want to create a sales column, sales amount column. So that's how you will enter sales amount. Okay, what we want is, like, we have already, if you see here, we already have a order quantity. We want to multiply this order quantity with the product price. Okay, what here the scenario is, both the fields are in different tables. This is where the relationship is going to play an important role. All right, sales. So what we want to multiply is, like, what we want to do a calculation, we want to multiply the order quantity. Just type in the order quantity. With the intelligence feature of Power BI, automatically it filters only the those fields within your table which has order word. Okay, so what we want is, here is order quantity. So you can select that, or either you can press tab. So, okay, so this, what we want to do is, we want to multiply this order quantity with the product price. But here, as I said, the product price is in different table. All right, so here the relationship will come into picture. Remember, that's the importance of relationship. So here we have a special function called related. Okay, use the related function. What it will do, the related function, it works similarly. If you friends, most of you might have worked on Excel, and you might have worked in function called vertical lookup and H lookup, V lookup. Okay, so related fields work in a similar manner. All right, and press enter. Okay, so what it does, it multiplies your order quantity with your product price. Okay, and then you get a sales amount column. So that's how we create a calculated column into a table. So next, we want to see, there's one important tip I want to give, friends. That's very important. It's fairly easy to create a new column into your existing table. Okay, it is fairly easy. We can create it, but so there's important tip here. Each time when you add a calculated column, you are increasing the size of overall file. Okay, why? Because it is always calculating individual transactions and relating to that field. So it is adding up to your, this column is getting added into your Power BI file into the table. So it is increasing the size of the file. So having too many calculated columns will slow the performance and will cause you to reach maximum Power BI files sooner. So that, although there is a possibility we can create a new column and do a calculation, it is very the call we have to take. We don't have too many calculated columns within our table. Okay, that is why a measure comes into picture. Okay.
Next in line within the series will be learning how to create a measure. All right, so let's get started.
So how are we going to create a new measure? Here we are talking about measures. Measures are formulas, separate formulas. Okay, it's not a calculated column. So how are we going to create? Right click on that particular table which you want to create a new formula or new measure. So right click, select new measure. Okay. So what here in this scenario, what you want to see is you want to have a measure for the total sales amount. Okay, here it is based on individual column, but as a whole for total sales we want to create a formula. So it's very simple. All of you have used some function in Excel. It is just similar to that. Use sum. Okay, and which column on which column you want to calculate that sum, the total. Okay, so that is, let's say, sales amount. You see all the sales fields are depicted over here, sales amount, and that's it. In Excel, what we used to give all the range over here. Simple here, what we have to do is reference that only the column. Okay, that's it, and you have your sales amount ready. Total sales. So what once you have done the formula, the DAX formula here, you have created the measure, it will appear here in the sales table down here. If you see this right hand side, total sales. Okay, so what you can do, you can just click and drag, and you want to see the number, total sales. You can have the chart readily done. You want to see the numbers, you can see based on the card visualization, 24.91 million. You want to see a chart, you can see based on the visualization, you get a chart. Okay, hovering on that, you can get the numbers as well. Okay, you can add. We'll see the visualization part in our later session. Just I'm showing you how you can see the total sales figure. All right.